Hello everybody, welcome back to the vlog. Today, I just want to go over something with you. If you've seen a couple of vlogs, especially this one, you may have noticed all these license plates on this wall. This is what today's vlog is. I'll be taking it on a personal tour of all my license plates, and then maybe a little backstory with each one if I do have a backstory. Let's begin, shall we? I'm gonna go in the order of the room, so please don't be weirdly amazed of how bad alphabetical order is in this, but please enjoy. So I'll show you around, I guess. Let's start off with Rhode Island. This is considered a commercial plate because the regular ones usually have 5 numbers and maybe 2 letters, 3 numbers, but this one has just 6 numbers all in a row. I don't know, it's the only one I could find. That one costed about $14, $15, so it was really expensive, honestly. Next is California. I got this at an antique shop in Maine, like some others I did in here. It was actually around $5, but actually, I have 2. Sometimes I like to swap them out, but this one I also got at the antique shop as well. Next is Montana. They have a variety of license plates for Montana, but this is the one I could find at a good reasonable price, like the California one. This was about $5. And I do like the lines, it makes it look old-fashioned, 80s or something. So that's why I like it. Next is Minnesota. It's like the regular one, it's just flat lettering. I did, when I was cleaning this off, it kind of took out some of the paint, so I took color remover for sharp. That really stank. Remember, it's home to 10,000 lakes, everybody. The next one on the list is Maine. I do have 2 Maines. I forgot where I put the first one, though. I don't think I have a second one, but I actually do have another Maine. The second Maine looked like the first Maine, but I have one of those beachy Maine plates, with the lobster, of course. It's kind of like a commercial plate because it just says 7189, but I do like it. Next one is my home state of Massachusetts. It came from my dad's car when he got new plates because he leased it. So that was a great find. And free too. Well, not for Dad. Next one is New Hampshire. I had a 1999 New Hampshire on the wall, and then I gave it to my friend. Shout out to Anthony England, everybody. And then I got this one at the Maine antique shop. So I had 2, and then now I'm back at 1. But I do like this one better. Time to stand up on my bed. Next one is Michigan. This was actually the first license plate I got off of eBay, and it was reasonably priced. Just a quick side note, everybody, all these license plates on the wall, or even like maybe half of them were like auctioned, and I won the auction. And yeah, the other ones were just bought. So that one was about $5. Next is Tennessee. I love Tennessee. This is actually my personal favorite because of all the green on the license plate. I'm also very OCD about what numbers are on. Some series of numbers just look like, others like Michigan or something are bad, but Tennessee is good. I'm just, about the series of numbers. Alright, here we go, Louisiana. It's a plain license plate. It's like, it has the outline like Maine has and Louisiana. That's what the only outline is, but it does look plain. I don't know why. There is one with like heron on it, but that one's like $20. This one right here was $10. Time to get off my bed. Next one is Oklahoma. Not really any backstory, but I just like the Indian on it, shooting the arrow up into the sky. That's what I like about it. Again, OCD with number. Native America, everybody. Oklahoma's boring. Next up, we have Virginia. This is like the 1994 version. I plan on getting one that's newer because it would say Virginia is for lovers on the bottom and the Virginia up here would be capitalized. But anyways, the font, Times New Roman or something, it looks great. I gotta give Virginia credit. They actually thought about what font they wanted their numbers to be. So yeah, I'll give them credit for that. Next is Oregon. This is actually another of my personal favorites beside Tennessee. I like the pine tree in the middle, the mountains in the background, and then the blue trees that act like mountains, and I also like the numbers too. UHV 197, whoever had that plate, thank you very much for selling it. The next one is Washington. As you can see, it has Mount Rainier in the background, and it does have 2 stickers here too, alongside. That looks cool. It is the Evergreen State. They should put some green on it, and they should center Washington also. But in other words, this is a great license plate. It was about $5 too. That's what I'm happy about. A quick side note, if you notice all these sticky notes on my wall, just forget that. I was about to do a Canada and Mexico collection. I don't know about it anymore, but I'll keep you posted if I do. But anyway, guys, that was Washington. And I will be getting to clean my desk too. Next up is Missouri. I like the numbers on this, and the registration stickers right in the middle, right on the state of Missouri. I like how they put the state bird along with the state flower right below it. And it is the Show Me State. Nothing really to that, unless we go right next there to Kentucky. Unbridled Spirit, not really good condition with the county name on it. It does say Anderson, I can read that, but it's a little worn out. I hear in the newer versions the numbers are a little boxier. Why do I care about that? I do not know. But I'm thinking about getting a newer one because this one is a tiny bit damaged and a little off-colored. But it took me a couple of tries to get it by auction, but I'm glad I got it. Next would be Connecticut. This is also a commercial plate. I know someone who lives in Connecticut who gave me that license plate for free, and I want to thank her for that. IB848. I believe they used to own that, and now it is mine. Next one is Wisconsin. This is actually funny. If I can go over to my extra license plate collection, which I will definitely go over later. Before I even show you this disgusting license plate, I want to go over this. It was actually $1.50. Without tax, of course, it came to like $2. It looked nice in the picture. But when I opened it up, this is what it looked like. Look at that. Look at that. Look at all these dents in it. See this? Oh my god. And I also rated these license plates. I gave it a 2.0. So yeah, I'll go over more license plates as I get around the room here, but this is what it looked like. I'll just take it along with me for a second and do a side-by-side. I like the numbers on my newer Wisconsin plate. Old, new. You see that? You see that crease right there? When I opened it up, it was bent 90 degrees. I ended up fixing it with clamps or something. I call clamps hands. But anyways, that is the story of Wisconsin. Let me grab the next victim off of the extra plates. Sorry, I forgot to mention, I actually do have the New Hampshire, the old one. I did not give it to my friend. Oh, that's so sad. I'm going to give it to him later. But anyway, this is Illinois. This is the one I originally got, along with Louisiana, sorry. This one you may recognize is from like 99 or something. You may see it in old Chicago movies and all of that. But this weighs a ton. Let me go weigh it right now, everybody. I have a scale, don't judge me. It weighs about 195 grams. That is heavy, 195 grams, everybody. Right here is the new Illinois. I definitely like this one better, honestly. Guess we can move along now. Welcome to Iowa. I got this one because it was also at a good price, and the county name is Potawatomi. That does sound Indian. I don't know why. I also like the farm in the front and then the city in the back. I've seen a couple of Iowas in my life, and I did like them. Numbers aren't so great, though. I did also forget to mention, Massachusetts. I have so many Massachusetts because they do live in the state. This comes from my mom's old van. That comes from my dad. So all Massachusetts plates in this room are currently free. Alright, so we did this section. That will be the last section, but now we're going to move on to the next wall, which is the smallest of walls. Alright, let's do New York. There are two different types of New York, one that's yellow and purple. It looks black, but I closely examined it and it is purple. And then there is the Empire State one, which is actually blue and white, because people who live in thickly settled areas, or what we call in America today cities, have those license plates. People who live like in upstate and all of that have those yellows. I'm planning on getting one of the city New Yorks, so you can see that probably later in the vlog or something. But I stuck with the yellow one because it was much cheaper. Now we're moving to Ohio. It has a lot of quotes in the back behind the numbers. That's because it is the birthplace of aviation, and it talks about all the landmarks and all about airplanes like Ohio Pride, Steel River, Carnation, Innovators and Inventors. There's a lot of writing on it, but it is a really nice license plate. They do have a couple of others, which is kind of like yellowish, blue. If you have that one, nice job. I guess that indicates you live in the cities or suburbs, or even maybe in the plains. I do not know. Please tell me if you live in Ohio. Thank you. Next is Arkansas. This is actually the last plate I ever got in this entire collection. Arkansas has the cute diamond in the back because it's called the natural state. They sent me the kind of like the wrong one because I wanted a different type of number. I ordered it at a fancy Italian restaurant. I guess the word didn't get through enough. And then they gave me 190REF. I wanted PHX something. That's alright. Guy who gave me it, it's alright. Idaho, everybody. Famous for their potatoes. I do like the scenic right next to the Idaho. The red on the top, the blue trees on the bottom, and then the what do you call it, mountains in the back. But I do like it overall. There's not really a backstory to it. I just like it. Then we have Texas, the plain old Texas. They were actually selling these for $3 in perfect condition. And they were selling, man, they were like selling 100 of those on eBay. So I knew that was the time to steal. Alright, everybody. Another Canada one. It's even so new, you have the barcode right here. These are all staying on my wall. I don't live in any other state besides Massachusetts. Sorry, my parents are waking up. If you're wondering how I pin these to the wall, I used like one of those sewing pins. The one there are mostly invisible, but this one took a while to hang up. I actually used 2 on that one and 1 on that one, but that's where it leads us, Arizona. Blue on the top, white in the middle, yellow and purple canyons on the bottom, along with a purple cactus. You gotta make these green, people, and then maybe the mountains brown, because that's what deserts look like. All in all, it's a nice place. Nevada. So this is what happened. This was the original one, and then I bought a second one. This is like older. I gave it a 7.0, so it's like a small pass. I still have this in Zoom. It's okay. 100 power. That sounds vanity a little, so I didn't keep that for long. Anyways, I kept that one because it was newer and nice. Next is Colorado. You gotta invert the colors here because the mountains are white, the sky is green, and Colorado is written on the bottom. I suggest you fix that, but it really does show what Colorado does mean because of the kind of like snowy mountains and all that. But it's an alright license plate. I mean, I got it in really nice condition, so just keep it. I don't care. Utah. I have 2 Utahs. One has the skier in the background, which is their regular one. This is considered the other Utah. Don't mind the tape. I wanted to use the dealer plate for all states, I guess. But this belonged to Utah. It's the dealer Utah plate. I do like that one better, though. I gotta say, their 8 is a little weird. Please fix that. Next is the most diverse state in the United States, Wyoming. They only use numbers and not with letters because it's so diverse. They have a population of about maybe 500,000. Man up, Wyoming. I like the cowboy riding the horse right in between the numbers. That's nice. Again, state names on the bottom, like this, New Mexico. No offense to really any New Mexicans because their plate is what? Yellow? I guess that's kind of their color. I get it because it's like the desert and all of it. You can see a nice little detail they put up in the top right, top left, not on the bottom, but like the embroiderment of Native American quilts or something. Then you got the state emblem in the middle of 812 and SGH, and then again, it's on the bottom, everybody. Nice license plate though. It would really go good for Alexa, which I'll show soon, but this is Kansas, everybody. This was the original Kansas I bought. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much does this license plate want to make you vomit? I would say about a 10 for me. Why? Because it's yellow here, and then you got the white and the blue, which doesn't really mix good with the license plate. Oh my god, I looked at this. Every time I sleep right here, and then I look up here, and then it looks awful. So that's why I bought this one. It's just blue and white. No yellow on it. We did have a little argument about it because, they're trying to, I got one with different numbers on it, and they sent me with that number. Similar to Arkansas. Why did I say Arkansas? I sound like I'm from the South. I told you already. Never going back to North Carolina. Anyways, that's why I got a different Kansas. I think we almost got a touchdown. The Pats game is on there. Please go watch that. We're playing the Texans. I will probably vlog a little about that when we're done with this. Anyways, this is North Dakota, and this is probably going to be the biggest story I will ever tell you. I'll just keep it pointed here. Anyways, guys, this is the story. I was ordering a North Dakota plate one night. It said it read DAK 388 on it. And I ordered it from a guy named Plate Dog. Thank you. That's where I got some of his plates from, other than eBay and the antique shop. Anyways, I ordered that one, and then a couple of days later, it took me like 2 days to get those license plates after I ordered them off of eBay. So, thank you for fast delivery, everybody. But anyways, when I got that, I actually got a California, not the two, right like that, and then right that. It was a third one that I had. So they sent me the wrong one, right? So that means the guy who ordered the California got the North Dakota, and I got the California when I should got the North Dakota. Anyways, the guy who got the North Dakota instead of the California said he wanted to keep the North Dakota. So Plate Dog offered me a deal. I can be automatically refunded if I get that specific one, HDV 779. And I did agree. But I did have to return to California, but I have too many already. I think we got a touchdown. Oh yay, 44-yard pass complete. Anyways, I hate to disturb the story, but then I got this one, and that's where it ended. But he also gave me, I can find it through the rubble, here it is, this 1980 or 1991 Florida plate. But here's the funny thing. I got this Florida plate, one plate before North Dakota. So basically, it's the most recent one since North Dakota. So now I have 2 Florida license plates. That's alright though. Anyways, moving on. My mom tried to outlaw me to like 2 plates a month, and I already got my 2 plates a month on. But then I saw the South Dakota and OCD with numbers again. 5E3 V350. That's a nice combination as of me. So I need to get that, and she agreed, thankfully. But I like how it's Mount Rushmore in the background, and their motto is great faces, great places. Let's move down here. This is a section I like. Oh, he could have. Brady rifles it too high. Lets it fly. There we go. Gronkowski, touchdown, Patriots. Sorry, everybody. I'm gonna call this vlog Pats and the license plates, just because the Pats game is playing. But anyway, let's continue back to these license plates. We got a touchdown, thank God. Alright, so here's the Florida, right before North Dakota incident, where they gave me the other Florida. There's really no backstory to it. I do like the number combination, and the oranges and the state behind it. They just should put Florida, not myflorida.com. And they have Sunshine State instead of the county name, which is nice. And the vehicle combination. Why am I showing that? Next up is Maryland. They do have a combination of Marylands out there. This is the one from like 09. Now they have like the Calvert flag or something on the bottom here. And then you have the 7 numbers up there. But this is a personal favorite. I'll probably get the newer one sometime. Next is Hawaii. This is one that you think I would not get, but I did. I'm holding on an angle so you can see the 11 here, or where they don't have the sticker. I love the rainbow to it. I actually did see a Hawaii plate in Mass, so I'm wondering how they got here with that. But this comes from the island of Maui, Aloha State. And this would cost about $14, $15, along with this about $15 too. Some of them are a lot of money, I can say that right now. This is the actual Alaska plate. This is no different than what New Mexico or maybe even New Jersey would look like, or maybe New York. Those are my yellow plates. So I got about 3 yellow plates in this house. Actually 4, actually. This has the state flag right here, Last Frontier, which I like, GYK 396, and there's one with a polar bear on it, but that costs like $20. Oh yeah, guys, I'm trying to raise enough money to get the District of Columbia license plate, because they're like $30 to $50, and I don't like that. Next one is Mississippi. There is a backstory to this that I like to share. I have some long-lost relatives that I never met who live in Biloxi, Mississippi. I'm trying to plan a trip there to go see them, but I have to find where their house is, because all houses in southern Mississippi are built on decks. Like literally you could put a bus under your house. No joke. But anyways, they sent me 2 Mississippis and then 1 Georgia, which I'll get to in a second. This Mississippi is nice. I kept it on there because it looked brighter and more affluent with the thing. Here's my other Mississippi. Everyone said to like put the lighthouse one on the wall, but it's up to me what I put on my wall, and I did chose that one because this doesn't give enough light to it. That moves me to the next one, Alabama. I should regret giving this one to my house on the wall because this one is plain enough. It's like a truck one, and it's from 1996. So I'm planning on getting a 2016 one if I can, probably within the next week, hopefully. Now this is Georgia. There are multiple Georgias, but this is the most common. Here's another one I got at the antique shop in Maine. I'm actually planning on putting this one on my wall soon, but this is counting as extra. All of those there and on my bed are clearly count as extras, so tell me which one's better in the comments, please. I think it's this one. Alright everybody, let's meet the Carolina. I'm gonna lay on my bed for this one. When I fall to sleep, this is what I look at. I like these ones, both the same. North Carolina is known as first in flight. Ohio is known as birthplace in aviation. Please tell me which one is right. I guess they're fighting over something. But this is where the Wright brothers flew their plane in Kitty Hawk. And then you got the seagrass down there. Let me speak in a southern accent fluently for this place. ZXR80000. No offense. North Carolina. Everyone says the southern accent down there. I will try to make a vlog out of it because I can speak it very good. And then let's move a little more south to South Carolina. Along with Tennessee and Oregon, this is my another favorite. You have the Palmetto right here along with the moon crescent. And then you have the red sky that turns up to blue, which is what I like to see. And then you have travel to southcarolina.com. And that is a beautiful license plate, I gotta say. Almost forgot to do this. This one is Indiana. Why did I put it up along with all my trophies? I thought it did look trophy-like because of the Indiana with the torch and those stars rounding around it. That looks very nice for what trophies would be on it, so that's why I did that. It's also the Crossroads of America. There is a 200th anniversary edition that I'm thinking about getting also, but that'll have to wait. Here's the next one. This is New Jersey, also another yellow. New Jersey is alright. I mean, I don't like the state personally. Just saying to all my viewers, please don't take offense by that, but I'm just saying, New Jersey, it's an okay license plate. I mean, it's something you could stare at all day. It is another favorite of mine, though. But it's not that bad, actually. And you got white going to yellow, so it's a tiny bit weird. Next, we got Delaware. And this one I am not a fan of, but honestly, if you're doing 50 states, you have to get it. First, you have the bluish-black background with the gold writing on it, and it is a little dented. I wouldn't find that too amusing to all license plate collectors. Just wait on that one, I could say. Until they come out with a newer one, which I hope they do, because I would definitely buy that and throw that in the trash. Next one is Pennsylvania. If you can notice, this is, oh crap, this is the state emblem right here, and they have the small lettering, and then when you get to the numbers, the writing is big. Oh, my guitar. And then you got visitpa.com, Pennsylvania. It's an alright license plate. I put West Virginia right next to it because they do look alike a lot. I know West Virginia should go with Virginia, but I didn't want to put them like that. This has a thicker writing, which seems abnormal and makes it look unique to all the others. It's a little weary in the top, but it's wild and it's wonderful. They do have a couple more versions, but I can't find them. This is the very last state, everyone. I can't believe we're already here, but this is Vermont. It does have a little add color to it. And it's a little dented, but this is the only one I can find. And still OCD about my numbers. Yeah, I like how it's green and then you have the white writing. It does look also unique from the others. That's what I'm happy about. I also do have one in Canada. This is Manitoba. All the other ones are just way too expensive. This one was actually $5, so that's probably the only Canada I get. And I'm thinking about Guam too, so I'm just gonna look out for that one. I missed an auction for it and I got really mad. But anyways, guys, this was my license plate collection. I really hope you enjoyed it, everybody, and I'm just glad I did this. This is about a $250 project if you are looking to do it. Maybe $250 to $300 if the price does go up. But honestly, this is a great collection to have, and I guess I will see you next time. I will have more vlogs in my room, and you can see the license plate again if you want. Thank you, everybody, and goodbye.